What is up, YouTube? James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of the Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon Singles Battle Spot series. If my voice sounds different, I'm actually recording in a different room because currently I'm not able to record in my normal place. So it's probably just going to be a one-time thing. So hopefully it's doable for one episode. But today we're using a brand new team, which is going to be a Pokemon I'm really interested in how it does in singles. I'm not too huge a fan of it in VGC, but we got Blacephalon, one of the new Ultra Beasts that was introduced when Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon came out. So, we got Blacephalon here with Naganadel, Lucario, Tapu Lele, Landorus Variant, and Tapu Fini. Should be pretty interesting, and I do want to note that a lot of people have been suggesting or asking why haven't I really used my own teams. It's because I'm having a already difficult time getting stuff for my main series, which is VDC 2018 back-to-back battles, so it's already pretty hard to get Pokemon in, and I'm not really that familiar with building for singles in general. I don't really build my own teams in singles. However, I really just want to get good at singles first, see what's out there, and maybe I'll build my own teams in the future. But let me know if you want to see my own teams used, or if I should leave like a suggestion, like viewers or people leave anything in the comment section down below. Leave a Pokemon that I try to build around. Could be pretty fun using like viewer sets and stuff. But of course I do want to get better, so we are using QR codes right now. But let me know if you're interested in that in the future, and if that would increase your interest in this series. But right now we got this team with Sash, Blacephalon with Flame Charge, Zimu, Naganadel, Mega Lucario, Scarf, Tapu Lele, Bulky Landorus Variant, and Barry Tapu Fini. Let's get started and play some games. So I played a few games with this team already. Blacephalon has actually put in some work, so I'm really hoping it can show off some work in today's episode. Yeah, it's actually a really fun one, and I also really want to use Mega Lucario in singles because I don't really use it that often. So let's see if we are able to bring the mons that I do like in this episode, because I really want to show off Blacephalon, and hopefully we can get some good games where Blacephalon can put in some work. As we got our first opponent, K from Japan, 1576 rating. I wonder out of the percentage of how many people I face on this series, how many of them have been Japanese, because I'm pretty sure it's mostly dominated by Japan. As let's see here, Superior, Pheromosa, Moltres, Tapu Lele, Garchomp, and Nihilego. So Nihilego is really scary for my Blacephalon, but otherwise Blacephalon can put in a lot of work, being able to knock out Tapu Lele, Pheromosa, and Superior, and with a bit of damage on the Garchomp, I should be able to knock it out with HPI. So those are looking pretty good right here. I got to figure out what exactly I want to go off with. I think my Lucario can do a lot of work for sure. Although the problem is the Pheromosa. Pheromosa is a really scary Pokemon to handle, especially since I'm modest Tapu Lele, I believe, so I don't actually knock it out. So I'm thinking what Pokemon I want to opt for. I'm thinking of Naganadel potentially. I don't really see Lele doing too much work here. I think I'm leaning Naganadel because I think it's really strong in this matchup with Lucario and Blacephalon in the back. We'll see how this goes. I'm thinking Naganadel can basically just break through something. I don't think you would lead Nihilego right off the bat, but if you do, that's something I think I'm okay with, because it can hit me with a Power Gem or HPI session, knock out. I could get Nasty Plot off and then fire off a Z move, unless it's a Focus Sash to lead. But if it's Focus Sash to lead, it might try to get rocks early. As we're going to see Tapu Lele lead off, and that is a Pokemon that's absolutely terrifying to play against. So yeah, Tapu Lele is scary. I don't have Sash on the Naganadel, which is unfortunate, and I do not know the speed tier on this Tapu Lele. If I probably should have led Lucario, because Lucario, I believe, lives a Scarf Psychic, which would have been good here. But let's just fire off a Sludge Wave. If it's Scarf, we get to find out immediately, as we're going to see Tapu Lele withdraw. So I'm guessing it's either scared that I'm Sash or Scarf, or potentially it is the I just realized I brought 3 Pokemon weak to ground. But it looks like it switches out. Garchomp's going to hit the field, which is alright here, as it takes a bit of damage. Now I got to figure out what's more worth it to me. Naganadel can definitely sweep in this game. I wish I brought Landorus, because Landorus would be useful. I think Lucario's job is pretty much done here, because it doesn't really do anything else other than really just hit the the only thing Lucario really does is just hit the... It doesn't really hit anything. I mean, it can potentially hit stuff like the Lele, but I don't feel it's worth it. Dual Chop is going to come out. Really interesting move coming out right there. That's usually... what? I haven't seen dual chop in forever. Okay. No earthquake. Probably expecting maybe Landers to come in, which makes a lot of sense, but I did not bring Landers. I do want to go for, I think, Meteor Mash? Yeah. I want to go for a Meteor Mash because of the fact I just need damage on the Garchomp. And if it's Scarf, it's going to switch out guaranteed. So we're going to see Garchomp withdraw into Moltres. So we find out all three of my opponent's Pokemon right here. If I can get a speed boost with my Blacephalon with the Flame Charge, I think this game is good to go. So I need damage on the Moltres for sure. That's definitely a Pokemon I do need damage on, as we will get a Meteor Mash off. Do an okay amount of damage, not really that much, but we do get an attack drop, which is actually really nice here. Gets hurt by the Rocky Helmet. Physically defensive Moltres, what? Okay, I could also go Naganadel, and I'm also thinking about going Naganadel because we do have a Z move, and we will resist any attack from the Moltres. I still don't know what the problem is. I still don't know what the items are on my opponent's team. I don't know who's a Scarf user. I'm assuming Garchomp because Dual Chop seems like more of a Scarf move, as Air Slash is going to come out. Ooh, that does a really good amount of damage, but I wonder if my opponent does expect a Z move since this is a common team, but I think I'm just going to fire off my Devastating Drake because I will knock out Moltres. If Lele comes out, I'm doubting it's Scarf, so I'd be able to Sludge Wave after and probably pick up that knockout. So fire off that Z move here. We're going to go for the Draconium Z. We should be able to knock out Moltres. And then Naganadel might actually just sweep now that I'm looking at it because of the fact that I'll be able to, I would assume, knock out the Moltres here. This is a really powerful Z move off of Draco Meteor. And you're already chipped and you're physically defensive. Yeah, Moltres goes down. The Moltres goes down. Pretty sure Garchomp has to come in and probably dodge a Draco Meteor. And then you're going to have Lele left, and then Blacephalon should just be able to finish off the game from there. If you go Lele, I just Sludge Wave, and I don't feel like I can lose at that point. Because I can just Flame Charge with Blacephalon afterward. As Garchomp is going to come in, probably has to hope it can dodge a Draco Meteor. As I will go for the Draco Meteor right here. And see how much damage this does to the Garchomp. As Draco Meteor does come out and will knock out the Garchomp, so really nice here. So I will be able to pick up the KO on the Garchomp. So Garchomp goes down, and the only Pokemon left is the Tapu Lele. And even though I'm at what, -2, Sludge Wave should still do 60%, and then I can just KO Blacephalon because I do have my Focus Sash and there's no rocks. So this game, I felt like it I don't know. I thought I was just going to lose to maybe like a Scarf Garchomp potentially. But, well, if it's Scarf Garchomp, I still think Blacephalon could have won. If I just chipped a Moltres enough. So, let's get Sludge Wave off. That will get enough damage to Tapu Lele. But I felt like my opponent did play very defensively. And even though I didn't make the best plays possible, I guess they worked. Even though it really didn't work out how I expected it to. The Dual Chop was pretty huge because my opponent was pretty much forced to switch there. And Psychic, gonna be able to knock out the Naganadel, but I will be able to get my Blacephalon in and just finish off this game with a Shadow Ball. I'm very sure that this isn't Scarf Lele. The game plan here was trying to set up for my Blacephalon. I was gonna try to get a Flame Charge KO. Or just one Flame Charge off, because if I got a Flame Charge off, I would be able to probably just sweep my opponent's team with this Blacephalon. A Shadow Ball will come out. It isn't Scarf Lele, so I'm very confident with Scarf Garchomp, which is pretty common in this format, as Tapu Lele will go down, and we will be able to pick up a win. So, even though we didn't get Blacephalons, we got Naganadel doing some work. Naganadel is a busted Pokemon in singles in general. I have learned that, and it is super strong in general. So, really nice that the new Ultra Beasts are putting in a ton of work for us in today's first game. However, let's see if it can continue, and hopefully, I really just want to bring the Blacephalon and get a sweep. That's one of my goals for out of 3 episodes. And also, if I do decide to bring my own teams at some point, I might have to decrease the usage of the series. Maybe make it like 2 times a week instead of 3, because it's going to take time to get stuff in game. So let me know what you would think. Maybe for that 3rd day, maybe Wednesday I wouldn't upload. Maybe I'll just upload a different singles content, maybe like Showdown OU lives or something like that. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, because I do want the opinions of everyone that watches the series, who enjoys it, and would like to see some changes. And of course, I do love playing like OU random battles, showdown formats like random battles, Battle Factory. Battle Factory is probably one of my favorites. as yeah. So let me know in the comment section down below. Otherwise, yeah, just want Blacephalon to get a win here as like a Blacephalon sweep. Blacephalon sweep, Naganadel sweep's pretty easy to get in my opinion because Blacephalon's just, there's not many things I can actually switch into Naganadel's coverage. Like Naganadel has some insane coverage. Like Poison, Fire, and Dragon are fantastic coverages for this Pokemon. But it's actually taking quite a while to find a game. Usually I find games pretty quick, as we finally find one from Japan, 14.99 rating. With the team of Charizard, Gallade, Azumarill, Aegislash, Naganadel, and Thunderous Variant. So, interesting team. I wonder what Charizard form it is. Could be X or Y. I could really see it being either one. I could see it being X because my opponent has a good amount of special attackers already. But I could see it being Y because of the fact that you already have a Dragon type in Naganadel. So what do I want to see, or what do I want to use? Because I could see Charizard X because of the Azumarill. If it's like a setup Azumarill, you kind of don't want the Sun Up. So, the card is not that great here. I don't want to really go for a speed type in my Naganadel right off the bat. Scarflele is probably really solid here in this matchup, yet I'm not exactly too sure of how I want to approach this. This looks pretty difficult because it's hard to maneuver against the Aegislash. Aegislash is a tough Pokemon that I have to maneuver against. This team doesn't actually have much other than Blacephalon. I think I'm going to go Tapu Lele. I think Tapu Lele, Blacephalon, and Naganadel. Yeah, because those seem like the 3 Pokemon I think has the most advantage. I want to bring Blacephalon to handle the Aegislash. It could probably set up for a sweep if I really need to. Naganadel is pretty nice overall in case of a backup plan, in case Psychic Terrain wears off, and then my opponent's able to Aqua Jet Revenge KO my Blacephalon, but the fact is I'll have the Naganadel ready to sweep in the end game. So I think that's what I want to go here. So let's see how this is going to go. As I will lead my Blacephalon here. It's actually really nice to have like me recording next to a window. It's actually really nice. So Tapu Lele will lead here against the Thunderous. Okay. So I don't know if this is Scarf Thunderous. It shouldn't be able to knock out my Tapu Lele. Psychic probably doesn't knock out Thunderous, but again, weakening my opponent's team seems pretty good in general to me because of the fact that if I weaken my opponent's team, it puts my opponent closer and closer to Blacephalon KOing my opponent's entire team. And I think I'll just fire out that Psychic. Even if Aegislash comes in, it'll put it in range of Shadow Ball, which I'm really looking for in this game because I think Blacephalon can sweep this game. So don't really need my Tapu Lele. I just needed to throw off some pressure right away and keep Blacephalon's Focus Sash alive. As the Thunderous Variant is actually going to stay in, so Psychic is going to come out. Tons of damage. Sludge Wave going to come out. And that's going to be able to... Will this knock out Tapu Lele? No, it doesn't. So I would actually really like to keep the Thunderous Variant alive, but I think I'll just fire for Psychic anyway because I'd be able to damage my opponent's other mons as well with the Tapu Lele potentially and just be able to secure that knockout. So I will go for Psychic here into the Thunderous. If Thunderous wants to switch out, that's completely fine because again, having that Thunderous around just gives my Blacephalon a beast boost if my opponent ever has to sack it. So we'll go for a Psychic here, and if Thunderous Variant goes down, that's one Pokemon I have to worry less about. Although, actually, Thunderous Variant, since it's not Scarf, doesn't threaten any of my mons here. So technically, I could have went Naganadel here as well, but I don't want to go Naganadel just yet. I don't want to go Naganadel just yet, as I will fire Psychic here. Finish off this Thunderous Variant because I don't want to waste turns of Psychic Terrain by switching because I feel like the Terrain could be really useful here. So let's see what my opponent's going to go for. Also, I'm pretty... Actually, no. If Gallade or Charizard came out, I could Z-move because well, I wouldn't actually get the Beast Boost as Azumarill is going to come out. Not really too worrisome as I will just be able to fire a Psychic off into the Azumarill. The Psychic will be able to do a lot of damage. Maybe I should lock myself into Psyshock because it could be Assault Vest Azumarill. If it's Z Belly Drum, it's not a problem at all. Let's see how much Psychic does. Oh, that's a ton of damage as Knockoff is going to come out into the Tapu Lele, finish off the Tapu Lele. But the fact is that Azumarill is super weakened right here. It can't go for Aqua Jet because of the Psychic Terrain. And now I could go either Naganadel or Blacephalon. I think I want to go Blacephalon here because my opponent doesn't have any Ghost immunities, so I get 2 Shadow Balls off basically, and I have my Focus Sash intact, so don't see a reason not to just throw off some Shadow Balls right here, get a Beast Boost potentially, pick up some knockouts. This is looking pretty good for me overall. So let's see what my opponent is going to opt for. as Azuma's going to switch out, so I don't really worry about that. As Gallade's actually going to come out, so Gallade's going to be eating a Shadow Ball, and basically I think Naganadel can sweep in the game, as here comes the Shadow Ball going to come out into the Gallade, and that actually just finishes off Gallade. Oh, that's a critical hit. I don't know if Gallade normally lives that. I mean, I would believe so if it could, because of the fact it does have pretty high special defense, or decent special defense if I remember correctly. But that means Blacephalon is just going to be able to come in, and even though we got the Blacephalon sweep, we didn't get the Flame Charge sweep, which is what I really want to look at. But we'll just fire for Shadow Ball here. Either way, I think just getting the damage off, Naganadel basically just won this game, because I don't think there's a way for my opponent to win that. You would have to be like Scarf Gallade and flinch my Blacephalon. As my opponent actually DCs at the end, okay. But yeah, I don't think there's much outs for my opponent anyway. It's not gonna Dell in the back just lay secured the game, so there was absolutely no way I think I could lose that game. No Aegislash was really interesting, but maybe just worried about the Blacephalon. But my opponent really didn't have many outs to Blacephalon. Zumaro couldn't revenge KO it thanks to the Psychic Terrain, and yeah, Blacephalon was just able to put in so much work right there. As we're gonna pick up another win, and let's go for our third game and see if we can pick up a win. As we got a Japanese 1607 rated player. We got, wow, Bayonet, Slowbro, Muck. That's a Piloswine, Tapu Koko, and Celesteela. So Piloswine's interesting. I don't usually see that other than like lower tier Smogon battles. I forgot what it was, NU or R. I think it's RU. I'm pretty sure it was RU. So I wonder if it's Mega Bayonet. I'm pretty sure it would be Mega Bayonet here. So what do I want to go here exactly? Blacephalon can do a lot of work, but the problem is Muck. Muck is like the one issue I think to Blacephalon, as well as the Piloswine, because Piloswine does have the ability to Thick Fat, and with the Violet it's going to actually be really bulky. So I'm trying to figure out what's the best option. I do need a way to KO the Slowbro. I'm thinking of just going something like Naganadel, Lucario, and Blacephalon. Landers doesn't seem too useful. I mean, it could be useful. It could be useful. I'm thinking, do I really want to go Landers in this game? You know what? I'll go Landers over the Blacephalon. Let's see how this works. Because I think Landers could be useful for the Tapu Koko, just in case that the Tapu Koko gets a bit out of hand. Also, it's a good switch in to Muck. So the problem is Muck here, they can carry Pursuit. So I can't lead Blacephalon, and I'm pretty sure Bayonet might lead and try to get like a Destiny Bond advantage off against me. So let's see what my opponent's gonna opt for. It is that Bayonet. So Bayonet's gonna come out, as I will lead Naganadel. Do I want to go for my Z move right away? I kind of do want to go for my Z move right away, as we're gonna see. Yeah, you do Frisk me. Am I fine with trading Naganadel for the Bayonet? 100% I think yes. The reason I think yes is because this Bayonet is a huge problem to me. I could also Nasty Plot or Sludge Wave, because I could see Shadow Claw. Does this thing get Shadow Sneak? I don't remember if it does. I know it gets Sucker Punch. It might get Shadow Sneak. I think I just want to draw off my Z move, because I could Nasty Plot up, or I could Sludge Wave if I really want to. But I'm not sure what my opponent's going to expect here. But I will try to knock out this Bayonet if I can, because the game rid of this Bayonet would be absolutely huge for me. So let's see what this Bayonet can do. Is it a Destiny Bond right away? It's a Taunt, expecting the Nasty Plot. Okay, excellent. Because I didn't want to go for it right away, because that could have been a problem. So we'll go for the Devastating Drake here and try to knock out this Bayonet, because I didn't want a Destiny Bond second turn. Because, yeah, Taunt, expecting my Nasty Plot, because I could Nasty Plot it up expecting the Destiny Bond. I don't feel like it gives me anything, because at that point, like, my opponent could just rotate around between Destiny Bond or Shadow Claw, and either I trade Naganadel for basically Bayonet still alive and can Destiny Bond me, or the fact that is I'm going to, oh wow, I don't actually knock out the Bayonet. Huh. Well, actually, I do have Landers for a reason. I think I'm going to go Landers here. Okay. So that didn't work as I was really hoping for. That lived. Then again, Mega Bayonet's not... I think it actually has decent defenses. So I know it has some pretty good attacks. So I'm actually gonna go my landers here, and I think get up my rocks, because I think getting my rocks is pretty huge in this game. If I can get rocks up, I can weaken down my opponent's team. The chip damage could be really useful against like a sash user in the back, which could stop my Blacephalon here. And if my opponent ever goes for the attack in the Naganadel, I can basically, or into landers, I'll get my Rocky Helmet off, and basically my opponent is going to go down, and I don't have to worry about Destiny Bond here. So Destiny Bond is going to come out, as I will go get up my rocks. I'll just get on my rocks on the Wisp, I think. Will-O-Wisp is probably coming out. Or it's going for the attack here. Or is it Trick Room? I don't remember. Does Mega Bandit get Trick Room? I don't remember. Gunk Shot. Ooh, okay. Let's knock me out. Crit. No poison. Good. I'm going to get on my rocks again, because I don't want to fall into a Destiny Bond trap. Yeah. Since I use my Z move, this is still a tricky position. I don't think U-turn knocks out the Bayonet. I think I'll just fire off a U-turn here. Will it knock it out? We'll see here. I don't think it does, but it could. Oh, it does. Maybe I should have just went hard at Naganadel. I thought it would live it with Sliver. Well, then again, I actually didn't need the damage. Maybe I should have just went hard Naganadel, because I think losing Naganadel was more important at that rate. I'll go Naganadel now, because I don't want to be pursuit trapped, as I said before. And I do need damage on anything. If it's Piloswine combined with the Muck, I think I'm in trouble. Although, you'd be really weak to Mega Lucario at that rate, so I'm not sure. Piloswine is going to reveal itself here. And I'm just going to fire off a Draco Meteor. This thing is super bulky, though. This is definitely going to tank it super well. I do hit Draco Meteor, which is really good here. So let's see how much damage it's going to do to the Piloswine. Ooh, that took it worse than I thought. As Arcray is going to come out. So knock out my Naganadel. I come down to the Muck situation. I'm pretty sure Shadow Ball should finish off the Piloswine. Let me think here. 179 special attack compared to 203. We're talking about Shadow Ball. Yeah, Shadow Ball should knock out. I'm very confident Shadow Ball can knock out. Piloswine can go for Ice Shard here, and if it is Muck in the back, I was screwed anyway. No, I'm not sure if you have Muck in the back. Because if you have Muck in the back, you lose to my... You would have lost to my Mega Lucario. So let's see here. Or at least I'm pretty sure it would have lost to Mega Lucario, as Ice Shard is going to come out, so breaking my Sag. As let's see what that last Pokemon is. Maybe I could have Flame Charged here. But I don't think my... Oh wait, my opponent could have Tapu Koko. My opponent does have Tapu Koko. I am screwed. If it's Celesteela, it's easier. It might be Tapu Koko in the back. Now that I think about it, it might be Tapu Koko. I should have Flame Charged. Oh. Unless Blacephalon somehow outspeeds this Koko, very unlikely. Oh, I wish I Flame Charged. I knew the Ice Shard was coming too. I should have considered what my opponent has, because I knew you shouldn't have Muck if you brought Piloswine, because you lose to Lucario, and yeah, this was probably your best out. I should have Flame Charged. Oh, that's probably a Thunderbolt in that game. Unless this doesn't KO for some reason, but I'm pretty sure in electric terrain it should. Blacephalon, let's go! No way! No way, okay. How? Well, it wasn't like Life Orb respects Koko, but that's still electric terrain, and Blacephalon's defenses are not good at all, but... Okay, maybe I underestimated my boy Blacephalon a little bit. No way. There's no way. Yo, Blacephalon's actually a lot better than I expected. Okay. I still am in my standpoint on doubles, though. I don't think it's good in doubles at all, but I can see it in singles. Let's go, Blacephalon. Oh, man. But yeah, Flame Charge was the optimal play there, I guess, if I did anticipate the Ice Shard. Because yeah, looking back at now, you shouldn't have Muck, you lose to Lucario at that rate, so the best play is to Ice Shard to break my Sash there. If I Flame Charge in a Shadow Ball, that would have guaranteed. Of course, I could have lost if my opponent decided to go for Earthquake there, although very unlikely with the Pokemon he had in the back, which was that Tapu Koko. So yeah, the best play there was the Flame Charge, now that I look back at it. But 3 wins with Blacephalon. Let's go. Blacephalon team is putting in some work. Hope everyone enjoyed today's episode of the Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon Singles Battle Spot series. If you did, please leave a like down below. And again, feel free to comment and answer the questions that I did ask previously in this episode. So, about what do you want to see? Do you want to see me use my original teams? Do you want to suggest and me build off those kind of teams? Because it's going to be hard. Remember, once I said, it's hard to get Pokemon already for me. Because I'm already having a hard time getting stuff for VGC 2018 back for battles. But otherwise, let me know in the comment section down below if you want to try out this QR code team, because this Blacephalon is fire right now. Go check it out in the description down below, and you can check out my side series on the channel, my social medias, all that good stuff will be linked in the description down below. Otherwise, until we battle again, my friends, have a great day, and I'll catch you around soon.